Greetings, YouTubers. Welcome to another episode of Fixing This Xterra. Yep, well, we got our check engine light finally come on. Been having some minor issues with it. Now, the check engine lights come on, and we got a permanent code, and we're going to have to fix it here, and I'll show you what we got to do. Let's go in here and see what we got. And I just shut the thing off. I didn't want to take up a lot of time here, but here is a look at what we got for codes. We have a P0132, and it looks like we have circuit high voltage bank 1. Looks like we have an O2 problem. I think the I don't know, these were aftermarket sensors I put on here, oxygen sensors. I've had pretty good luck with them. I mean, this one here on the right banco, it's been giving me some on and off issues. Now it's pretty much a stored code. If I go in here and there's so there's the stored code and there's the pending code. So also I've noticed it's been kind of running a little rough, but nothing out of the what I'm trying to say is out of the ordinary. So here's what we got to do. We'll go ahead and get this new sensor in. All right, so here we are. We got the hood open, and there is the O2 sensor that we got to replace. Now the good news is for me, I've replaced both of these manifold gaskets and manifolds. I got a video on YouTube about that in my Xterra files if you want to look at that. This O2 sensor should be fairly easy to take out because I've had it out before. A lot of times if you've never had them out, the whole adapter will actually come out with the O2. Then you have to take a cutting wheel, a fine cutting wheel, and slice it in two and try to get it off the O2 sensor, because these O2 sensors in the stock manifolds, they screw into an adapter. Now if you get the aftermarket manifolds like I got on here, you don't have to worry about that problem. So that's what we got to do. And here is the new one that I bought, 25 bucks, free shipping. So we're going to try this again. I don't know, I've been doing some work over here. Maybe I broke a wire or something, but it's intermittent. At this point, I might as well just go ahead and replace it, and we'll get this on there. So the back and front ones are different. The front ones have 3 wires. There's a heated sensor here, I believe. And the back O2s on both sides have 4 wires going to them, so they're not interchangeable. Just so you know. So what we got to do, get our socket, go ahead and break this loose. We'll let this cool down a little bit and get this out of here. Shouldn't be too big of a deal, so let's get some tools here set up. All right, let's grab our 7/8 O2 sensor socket. Been a lifesaver. And go ahead and hook this wire here. I got some fuel lines that are kind of in a way, but I should be able to get this out of here. This whole thing just kind of clips out, pulls out of this wiring harness here. And I might be able to do this with one finger. We'll see. I don't know. Okay, there we go. All right, that's out. Put that off the side. These plugs are different. The front ones are like that. The back ones here have a square plug on them. So, and I don't see anything wrong with this sensor. I don't see any wires broken or anything like that. And I even ran a diagnostic on it, and it's showing it's working, but it's intermittent. But it says heater circuit short. So I think the O2 heater circuit sensor in this thing has a heated little element. It's probably broken or no good, and the bottom of it looks okay. All right, so let's get my socket here. All right, so we've got the socket kind of sticking down there on there. If I do this with one hand, it's pretty warm yet. Oh, there we go. All right. Well, that came off fairly easy. Usually I don't have luck like that. All right, well, like I said, these have been off before. Who knows? And, all right, good. Comes right off. It's a little hot. So, this one, at least Nissan made this one easy to get off. The other one on the other side, it's a little more difficult to get, a little tighter. And she's a little dark. Yeah, this is probably maybe why I've been running a little rich on this side. I've cleaned this off before. Yeah, that's a little too dark for my taste. And I don't see nothing wrong here or here. So we got 2 white wires. And we got 2 black ones that are blue on this one, but should still be the same. As long as the plug looks the same, we're good here. There's that plug. There's that plug, and they are identical. So Alright, so let's get this one on here. This one is a little different on the end, so that one's got sliced holes in it. This one's got the regular round holes in it. So, but I don't know, so let's go ahead and get this one on. Alright, got our anti-seize on there. Get this on here. I hope this takes care of the problem, because this thing runs amazing. Oh, by the way, see that down there? These aftermarket manifolds, they don't have that adapter. It's like an adapter ring. These here just screw right in. But when you take your old O2 sensor out, it's probably going to come off. Like I said, I have a video about it, and you can reuse it. Just slice it off and put it back on. Then if you're really OCD'd, then you can buy a new one, but they're $20 or $25 each. Pretty expensive. So, all right, let me get this started in here. Of course, it's going to be difficult. Get this wire straightened up a little bit better here. Let's do this again. We gotta be careful. I don't want to end up twisting the wire. There we go. All right, there we go. It's very easy to twist these wires and break them. You don't want to do that. Let me hold the camera a little bit better for you guys. There we go. All right, so there we go. All right, there's that. All right, that's nice and snug. Let's get our wrench here, our socket and ratchet, and tighten this down. Hey, my pain is your gain. All right, I'm going to use the other hand here and snug that down really good. All right, Joe. There we go. It's on. And, yeah, now I hear my scan tool beeping in at me in there. Let me straighten this wire out a little bit. All right, she looks good. I will connect all this up here real quick. All right, there's that. Put that in here. I love it when a plan comes together. Let's just hope it works. All right, let's put this back on here. There's a little guy right there that goes on. And there it is. I'm going to leave the wire on the outside of the AC hoses because you don't want to get too close to those manifolds down there. All right, so that looks like it's in. So let's go in here and clear the codes real quick. We might as well just let the camera roll. May have to start it back up briefly here. All right. Of course, like I said, the check engine light is on. All right, let's reestablish our link here. May have to unplug it and plug it back in. All right, stubborn little thing. But it works great. If there's anything hidden, it'll tell me. But it'll even show me there's a problem before it even shows up on a pending code. You'll get 3 lights on the bottom here. I don't think you can see this, but there are 3 lights on the bottom of the scan tool that I have here: yellow, green, and red. And green obviously that's in great shape, and yellow, it means caution. All right, so there's that. So let's go ahead and erase it. Yes. All right, let's erase everything. See if our check engine light goes off up there at the top. Maybe you can see it. There it went off. All right. That's funny. As soon as that check engine light went off, I heard the idle change. That's odd. All right, she's idling good. Keep my fingers crossed. Hopefully this will work. Let me pull the scan tool out here in the light where you can actually see what it looks like. Of course, I've got everything all wrapped up. There we go. This here is the 6100P. Pretty good little scan tool. All right, so now what I'm going to do is do this with one hand. I'm going to clear everything. We're just going to start from scratch. Yes. Clear everything we got. All right, everything is cleared. Hit the code. Now she'll start sniffing. Computer, she'll be watching everything, and we'll see what we got. We'll come back here a little bit later, and we'll look at it and see if that took care of the issue. From a trip, we'll let the ice and snow melt off of it here a little bit. Now we've got the scan tool here hooked up, and the good news is check it out. We do have our code gone for the short circuit for that O2 sensor, so I'm happy there. Now I do have a code for a bank 1 running tier rich, and I know why. I've got the wrong fuel injector in there. It is metered wrong. I need to clean the original one I have, or try to find something that will work. But you can see everything here is all green lights and everything, which means all those systems are functioning normally. Weird. All right, so let's go out here. All right, so here's what we gotta figure out once we get the hood up and everything. Previous video, I had some problems with fuel injectors on this side. The original fuel injectors on this, thank goodness that side's okay. But this side here, I had to replace one of the fuel injectors with one of these guys here, and this is not actually what's supposed to be in this vehicle. Some of these are metered wrong, I've noticed. Here is one of the original fuel injectors. You see how dirty it is and everything? I need to figure out if I can clean this up and get this back in here, because the one I stuck in here is right up here on the front. I may actually have two here, but I'm going to pull all three of these out real quick and look at them and see which one were the ones I wasn't supposed to put in it that I bought on eBay, and it's probably causing it to run rich. And of course, let's see, it's these guys here with that little tiny hole there. See how that is there? These here make the vehicle run way too rich. And what I'm supposed to have is something like that. Is that the right one? That's not the right one. Let me find the right one here. This one here. It's supposed to look like that. See how the center of that is a little different? There's a hole and there's a circle. This is what's supposed to be in it. Well, it was when I bought it. First bought it. And here is what I've been putting in it. So, I don't know. See, that's a little bit different. Once the camera focuses there. There we go. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put all three original ones back in. I'm going to hope I can clean these, run some voltage to them, and maybe free them up a little bit. But this is the only way I'm going to get my rich code to go away, it looks like. Alright, so we got all these fuel injectors out, and you can see they're real easy to take out there. All three of them are out. You've got these little clips here held in by screws. Now here are the three that I just took out, and these are the ones, every time I stick into the vehicle, they run rich. Can you see the tips there? How they're pointy? Like that. And all three of these on this side makes it run rich. Now here are the original ones, and you can see the tips of these are a little bit different. Inside there, you see that hole, then you see a round piece on the outside. I know two of these were fairly good. This one here I painted red. I had problems with, but since I got the new O2 sensor in this thing, I think what I want to do is go ahead and put the two that I know that are good in it in the back, and full with the one up on the front, because it's a lot easier to get to. But yeah, these here, I don't know, and the other three are actually, the other two are over here, so I don't know. But I do have these other injectors that are kind of like the ones I used to have. See how that hole is in there? Oh, there we go. So I may try a couple of these, but for now I'll go ahead and put in two of these original ones back in, clean them up, and go from there. So it's all we can do. It's a mess, I know. Alright, so we got our fuel injectors back in. I got it running the best that I could until my other ones get here. And number 3 on this side right here is the one I'm having trouble with. And you can see the engine's not quite running 100%, but I take this glass of water, set on there. So you can see it shaking still a little bit. So it's not quite 100%. Let's go ahead and take it out. The main thing is I want to see if we got rid of that problem we had with that O2 sensor. And let's see if that code is gone. Alright, so we've been driving for an hour or so, and if you didn't really know any better, you would think, hey, she's running perfect. But no, still got a slight miss, although the main objective here was to get that O2 sensor fixed, and our check engine light is not on. And also the good news is on our scan code reader here, OBD2, the oxygen sensor is just fine. But we do have a code for cylinder number 3 misfiring, and I can still feel that, so we're going to deal with that in the next video. But yeah, other than that, she seems to be doing pretty good now. Alright, so we're looking pretty good. Just a 303, cylinder number 3, which is right about there. So we'll go back to the garage and wrap this video up, and also the oxygen sensor. We're good. Looks like it's working pretty good. I guess it had a short in the heater circuit, whatever, but you can see well, yeah, it's my gas light. I need gas, yeah. But other than that, no check engine lights on. And I think we're going to be doing pretty good. So, well, at least we fixed that. On to the next thing, the random misfire. All right, so we'll deal with that cylinder injector right there, number 3. And for the meantime, we took care of an O2 sensor problem. So I'm not sure what is wrong with this thing. It looks fine. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with it. So, but anyway, probably a broken wire on the inside. But nevertheless, we've got that fuel injector out. We've got a semi-decent fuel injector in there, but we'll deal with that in the next video. And speaking of the next video, I heard a long beep outside from the mailman. It went beep. And we got brand new fuel injectors, and these are genuine Nissan Xterra fuel injectors. So I'm happy to put these in here. We'll do this in the next video, and we'll finally get this random misfire. And I've actually had it in a couple of cylinders at times, but these injectors that are in here, they've got almost 200,000 miles on them. I tried to, fix them, patch them, but sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. So I just went ahead and bought 6 brand new fuel injectors, OEM. These, believe it or not, I got these for like $68 free shipping. Pretty good deal for that on eBay. And just real quick, these are for the Nissan Xterra. Some of these that I have here, I looked online when I ordered these, and some of these are for the XQ Nissan. So there's different spray flow patterns for different vehicles, so you got to be careful about that. But on the left, here's what I got, and you notice the center of that, how nice and round it looks. See how center looks there? And there's on the right, it's my original one. And you can see these are pretty much identical. So I think this will take care of my issue. So next video, we'll be doing some injectors. Yay! Alright guys, that's it from Nissan Xterra Mania. And until my next video, I will see you guys later.